So here we are in 2020 and amongst bizarre times, aren't they? They're bizarre times over here in Australia, and I'm sure in other places of the world. I'm not sure in other places of the world you've gone to the extent of hoarding toilet paper as some folk here in Australia, and I'm not sure what the obsession is with it, but it's happening. It's happening. And today we officially, I say we loosely, but I sent my pregnant partner out on a mission into the world today to trade. We ended up trading food. How many meals?
Do you know what? We actually traded 2 Hello Fresh food boxes.
How many meals are in those?
5 each.
So 10 meals.
Precious commodity, babe. We need toilet paper.
You hearing this? Are you hearing this? 6 rolls of toilet paper cost 10 meals. Just want you to let that marinate in that a little bit, because I'm sure they got a lot of marinade. So we exchanged 10 meals, 10 meals for 6 rolls of toilet paper.
Actually, it's 20 meals. Did you get 2 people per meal?
Exactly, 20 meals. So it's 5 meals for 2 people. So 20, this gets worse, 20 meals. Let's just sit on this, exactly. Let's just sit on that and think about that for a second while I wave this toilet paper at you. We just traded 20 meals in the year 2020 for 6 rolls of toilet paper. I'm actually quite dumbfounded because I didn't realize it was 20 meals. I just thought it was 5. So it's 20. But anyway.
Did I get us toilet roll?
You did get us toilet roll. You did.
And did we need it? Yes or no?
I'm very proud of you. I am. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of you. So that was, as Charlie Sheen would say, winning. So that was our win today. They're small wins, but necessary. And that's what we've come down to. This is what we've come down to. We've come down to trading food to be able to wipe our bum. Now, someone in Australia, or some people, you know who you are.
God forbid we're friends with them.
You've got enough, some of you Australians, and I'm distancing myself from you now. I'm a Kiwi living in Australia now. So we're all turning on each other. This is what's going to happen. We're turning on each other. This is exactly what's happened. It starts here. It starts here. This is it. I'm a Kiwi. I'm not an Australian. And someone in Australia, many people in Australia have got so much toilet paper they can wipe their neighbourhood's bum for a couple of months. Now think about that for a second. And some of us here are having to trade food from our freezer and our pantry, which we haven't stockpiled, by the way. Yes, Kelly, please. Actually, seriously, getting to that point. It's either that or we're going to have to install a garden hose underneath these are the options. Toilet hose straight underneath the, thought about this, is get one of those little hoses and you attach it to the sink, because you can actually operate the sink tap from sitting there. You better turn that on and do your own bidet. That's actually not a stupid idea.
Just check the pressure.
Check the pressure, that's it. You have to have a little marker of how down below on the faucet, so how far to turn it around anymore, and you'll blow yourself up. That's another option. The option is the older, when I was, hey Kenny, when I was brought up survival in the country in New Zealand, I was taught betel leaf. I think it was betel leaf. I don't know why that just came to me, but betel leaf was a non-toxic leaf that obviously wasn't stinging nettle and didn't leave some kind of rash, and that was good for when you were out in the bush and doing bushwalks. The betel leaf was a good antidote too for being caught short in the bush. I'm sure Australians, being the rugged characters that they are, would have their own betel leaf or whatever you use. But if you've just joined, this is where we are in this pandemic now. I'm making light of it because if we don't laugh, we'll cry. And I think we just have to get on with it, do we? We don't have much choice, do we? Get on with it and make light and check in on each other and laugh. And I know from speaking, I spoke to someone this morning from Hong Kong, and he said, you're where we were about 6 weeks ago, which was in the worrying and in the panic mode, and then you settle down. So I'm sure settling down will be soon. Just so you know too, I have actually been to the supermarket 5 times to get toilet paper. It's been out every time, and I did mention to Danny we should buy a few rolls a couple of weeks ago, and you said, don't worry, don't follow the herd, don't be a sheep.
Well, I did, because they didn't make you one of them.
You see, that's what I said. I was being very, I was thinking ahead. Look at me, buddy. Hey, how many of you want that right now? Hey, what would you give for this? Exactly.
20 HelloFresh boxes.
20 meals. That's what we just paid. 20 meals. That was our trade. 20 meals. 20 meals. We just exchanged today on the street, kind of the black market. 20 meals from HelloFresh, which is like they send you a box of meals each week, and we got 6 rolls of toilet paper. So there's going to be, I don't want to waste any, but I'm just going to show you something now. I've just had a very, very good idea. Wait, I've got a very good idea. Wait till you see this. You're going to be amazed. What's today? Thursday, so you watch this. This is what to do. Friday. God, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Saturday. Here we go. All right. So there you go. Rations. This is obviously back to front. Back to front, but you got Thursday. Danny, that's your ration there. I'll have my own roll. Here we are. I'll have my own roll, but this is Danny's roll. There's Thursday, so you can have that one. And there's Friday, so we'll give this to Danny. Give this to Danny tomorrow, and then that'll be Saturday, and so forth. So we've probably actually got about a month of worth there, which is fabulous, really, when you think about it. So we've got, if you think about that, we traded today 20. Oh, this whole change from the beginning of this live to the end is completely different. At the beginning, I was a little bit skeptical that we might have got the short end of the stick, and shit happens, does it, Andy? And now I realize that if we ration ourselves like this, so this is Danny's share tomorrow, I won't give that to her just yet. I've just given her Thursday's one. But if we use a piece a day and ration, and I reckon there's about a month's worth on there, then we've got 6 rolls. We've got 6 months. So we can ride this out for 6 months before we start attaching a hose to the kitchen, to the bathroom sink, and working from there. So people stay safe. This is what it's come to. I didn't think it would go downhill so fast. Honestly, I didn't think it would go downhill so fast. But I've been amazed. Again, I just want to reiterate that I am appalled, Australia, that we've come to this place that you're hoarding toilet paper. I don't know what you're doing with it, but I just wanted to separate myself a little bit now and just say I'm from New Zealand and I just happen to be living in Australia. But anyway, these are the times. I just thought I'd share, lighten the mood, and I'm just about to go label. Here we go, just so no one.
And how about share your expertise Wednesday, huh?
There you go. It's Danny. Well, it's back to front. I need to change this, but that's Danny's. This is Danny's one. So there you go. There you go. Okay. If you want to have more of a, if you want to have more of a laugh, if you want to have some fun next week, come and join us in the Facebook Live challenge as well over in the group. I'll put that in the comments. It's going to be very different than what we've ever done before because of what's happening. literally what's happening. It's going to be very different. I'm sure we're going to bond and have a different energy, and over 10 days we're going to go on a bit of a journey. So let's enjoy what we have. And anyway, I'm going to go give this to Danny now, and just so she knows, there's Friday's ration and Saturday's ration there. So all right, my friends, enjoy.